Welcome. My name's Brian Knight. I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just about to turn 5 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday here. We've already done our Monday. Today is the day the Reserve Bank here makes a decision on the cash rate. And then I think it's tomorrow with there's the unemployment figures. But anyway, welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only, and that's because we're a group of people who help each other, and we're not finance advisors. There is a full risk disclosure and a bit about us as live session traders. Yes, Darren, it got me too, the UJ.
Yeah, never mind.
That's
I
right,
think we're
never
expecting
mind.
it, so it didn't come as a shock, really.
No. It was pretty quick about its turnaround, though. Um, where is it? UJ there. It hasn't gone down past the low, but because for me, I had my stop loss here at the low of the one candle before. Um, so yeah, it's pushed back down again. And the one thing that I did have was a triangle there when I first did it, and it disappeared as the X48 can do. All right. So
Well, if it comes out the X48 turns, we get along again, I'll be back in again.
yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah,
Give it a
exactly.
shot.
Exactly. Yeah, well, where what is it when you trade, you're a glutton for punishment.
Take the
Right.
rough with the smooth.
Absolutely you do. You take the rough and the smooth. Good day, Thomas. Right. I'm ready, Darren. Let's have a look and see down the list of what's going on. So the only one that I'm actually in positive, those JPYs I'm in, the only one that five of them now was in six, but five of them, the only one that's in positive is GJ. Everything else has gone negative on me. We'll have a look through them, which is all okay. Those JPYs, Darren, those damn JPYs. All right. Well, let's see what happens today with the rate decision. This will be, I think, the last rate change was the end of 23, November 23 or something, 2023, when it went up to 4.35. And it basically hasn't moved since. So this will be a bit of a, and, everyone's saying that there'll be a change. So we'll just see what happens. It will bring the election on a little bit earlier. The election here, should I say. So AUD CAD still around the middle, pushing up. There was triangle there. There was, I never got into that. I mean, I should have, could have, would have, but it's a nice one to see what could have been a possible trade. So it's AUD CAD, AUD and this one hasn't come to the rail at all. So yes, it has been buying. It would be a good trade, but look, there's this turtle soup, Tom, that pops down here, and anyway, that also doesn't fulfill criteria. Okay, ADJPY I never took because there was no triangle at the time. It did push up, and it is pulling back that little bit. So I'm not in a trade with that. Let's see what happens when the interest rate call comes. ADNZD, right. After that pullback, it's sort of has stabilized over the last 24 hours. Again, it's around that, you know. It has been since, back here in middle December, sort of just going sideways, pulling back up and down. Not a trade possibility for our basic criteria. AD and Singapore. Again, no triangle. It has been buying though. But overall, we've got a sell. An AD USD. It is pulling up now towards the top of the row. Again, we'll see what happens. I don't know, 12 hours or something when the rate decision comes out. That was one that Darren got knocked out with this sort of turtle soup job, like where they pushed it back down and then off it went the other way. Sort of same thing is happening with that UJ to a certain extent.
Yeah, that would have.
Oh,
That's heading
yeah,
to the top of the X48 now. That one, isn't it?
yeah.
It's a bit annoying. Would have been a good trade. It wasn't for that.
Without that one
Oops.
candle,
Yeah,
it would have been
yeah,
a
yeah.
great trade.
That's right. Yeah.
But that was where the supreme leader,
It was, yeah.
the new supreme leader of the world, made the decision to. It's after that weekend where he said, "Look, we're going to put all these tariffs on Canada and Mexico."
Yeah, that's the one.
And the market went crazy. That's something Darren will put down in the history books to remember.
Yeah.
It was interesting. The trade minister for Canada, it's a lady. He's actually out in Australia at the moment, spruiking Canadian business to Australia and free trade between the two countries.
Yeah.
Oh, she was less than kind. She said, if the US wants to play the game, we're ready to play the game.
All right.
Quite interesting. Yeah. It's only going to hurt Americans, she said. Oh, it's the way it goes. Okay, CAD, CHF, again, this up, down, nothing really. None of those in the AUDs, and now this doesn't fulfill criterias. No, hopefully this year they will sometime, at some point. Again, here we have CAD JPY, no triangle. It has pushed up and then back again. No, didn't take that trade. CHF JPY. Have taken that trade, do have a green triangle, did push up, got along, but I was in here somewhere. It's now pulled back and I'm in drawdown. I think I'm in drawdown with this one. Yeah, will be. Yeah. Quite a considerable drawdown from that sort of one candle perspective. But then again, that's going to be like a Tuesday into a Wednesday. So we'll see how that works. Yeah. You got into that trade, Darren.
Yeah.
You're also in drawdown on that one.
Yeah.
We will see.
I mean, drawdown's perfectly normal on these
Absolutely
trades, so it's not. They may continue to go the wrong way. Who knows? But it's not too early to get too particularly alarmed about these ones yet.
Well, we don't really get alarmed. We just get we just get stopped out. It's having your emotions in check, I suppose. Anyway, but we'll notice that majority of these JPYs are all dropping in. So there's obviously some Japanese strength, balance of trade stuff. Oh, that's interesting. An inflation rate coming up.
This possibly still just a pullback after that. Such a strong
Push up.
push
Yeah.
up. It's it's just about picked up that imbalance now, hasn't it? Once it gets to about 50% of that candle,
Yes.
it could easily just suck back up now and
Yeah.
continue
Well,
way up.
we'll just wait and see. The market will do what the market wants to do. It's as simple as that. Right. There's still only, well, we'll have a look and see if there are any other potential trades that we'll go through. Euro AUD. It's the euro weakening off against the Aussie dollar at the moment. Again, interest rate decision. We'll just see what happens there. But it's certainly, you got in on that short over here. Came back, just didn't knock you out, and you've closed half or whatever, and you're in a risk-free second half.
No, the other half got stopped out at break even with that.
Oh, with this spike.
Yeah, that wick there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but as in break even, there wasn't a loss on
Yes.
it. Correct. Good. Lovely. All right then. Well, that's all right. Well, that's just how that method works. Rightio. Euro CAD. Yeah, it's doing it. After a big drop there, it's doing this pullback. That would have been, I didn't take, that would have been a nice sell out there in a 3/4. Comes back again, we'll see, but at the moment there's no trade to take unless you are already in it. Did you take that? Dale?
No.
That would have been, well, it would have been quite, oh, you didn't have any candles
No.
outside, that's right. But it would have been quite a significant stop loss there.
Yeah.
So it may not have been good return on it. Okay, you're a CHF. Again, these CHFs are just mulling around the middle. All right, Euro GBP. Oh, it's dropping back off now. That's good. We'll just wait for it to come out the other side, hopefully. Again, waiting game. Right, now Euro JPY. Now we had, I'm in this trade, got a green
Yeah.
triangle, pushed up, got into the trade, I don't know, somewhere here. It's now pulled back. I'm in slight bit of drawdown on that one. So we'll just see how we go. Whether it keeps pushing up or not. This is a pullback because of that significant push up. It's now sort of taken profit back. We'll see if we get a push for it to go back up to 3/4. Right, Euro NZD. Nothing there. That's been all sideways for a while. Again, we're waiting for it to come to one side of the rail or the other. Euro Singapore. Not hard, is it? Just to go through them, see the basic criteria and take them now. No green triangle here. Really wasn't a lot of candle outside of the rail, and it's been pushing up reasonably nicely. But when it's pushed up like that, there's potentially a pullback coming. It's interesting. Most of those euros are really selling out. But Euro Singapore, so obviously that Singapore dollar is maybe not as strong against it. The euro can still make a little bit of ground. Euro USD, again, this is the other one that gave you a hard time, Darren. Uh,
Yeah, it's still in it.
yeah, it did come back. It was pretty close, but it has pushed up. Right. Well, again, for someone who's not in the trade, we're waiting for it to sort of come out to the other side of the rail before we can get into a sell on it. GA. Doing a wave, it hasn't come out to that edge. And today's little doji candle could quite easily, and this is again AUD reading, but you've also got unemployment rates gone up in UK, inflation rate gone up. A lot of confidence stuff. Okay. I've got our rate decision and what was that one? Oh, unemployment, yeah. So this may be quite volatile today.
I'm still in GA, actually. I was just checking out. Still in that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. You're still in it for the sell.
Yeah. I'm now
Risk free.
yes, took profits at the 3/4 line the second time around. First time around
Yeah,
I missed it because it was under the old rules.
yeah,
So now it's come down 3/4 arc,
yeah.
taking
Profit on that.
profits.
And now
Still in,
the okay,
although it came close to taking me out of break even, but not,
hmm.
yeah, not quite. So still in that.
Okay, no worries. All right, GCAD. An agreed triangle there. So if you took a trade back here in January, it'd be all right. It's now pulled back down up around the middle. So it depends on whether we get it out to the other side of the rail or not. Pretty simple. GBP CHF. Again, if you look at it, it'll be still within the X48. There's nothing there to sort of latch onto. GJ, I'm still in this trade. We do have a green triangle there. Got along. We've got a trend bar change. It's now doing pullback. Let's see how it goes with that, with the GBP and the yen news. Right, GBP NZD again, like GA, exactly the same. It's just sitting around that middle. It's pushed down, up, down, up, down. You know, and we've got like a real a nothing day. It did push down, but then came back up. So it could be directional change. We'll see. GBP and Singapore. So the British pound again, strong against that Singapore dollar.
Yeah. In this one, so it's not quite at the 3/4 mark yet, but yeah, it's
Getting
pushing
there.
quite well. It's getting close.
Yeah. While you're in this, you've got a couple of green triangles. We had a long, you're in. It pulled back that bit. Now it's pushing back up again.
And I've got two trades on that one. 2 1%
Oh,
trades on it. Yeah.
oh gosh.
So
Oh, that's a bit full on.
yeah, it was the first new trade I took after
First opportunity.
the new rules, and
Phew.
fingers crossed it might be my first success with a bit of luck. Just get to that 3/4 line now and then happy days.
Yeah. All right then. Well, that's good. Yes. Okay. And GBP and USD.
Well,
This,
same with this one.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
this was
yeah.
yeah, that's going well. This started under the old rules, and I've sort of converted to the new rules
Okay.
mid trade. So
Yes, it's going nice as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely. Now I'll wait for
So
it to
I've
come out the other.
already just thinking about this. So I've already taken. Yeah, I took partials 3/4
Mm,
line,
mm.
and yeah, we're pushing up nicely now. It's getting there.
Hopefully we touch that rail and then you
Yeah,
bang,
yeah.
double profits. It's yeah, okay. Well, that's good to you as well. But that you didn't take two trades on that. That
No,
was pre the new
it
rules.
was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, NZD CAD. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Oh, Tom, that's moving nicely for you.
Yeah, I'm almost back to break even.
Yeah. Lovely. So the NZDs. Okay. What's Canadian news? Oh, just inflation. Okay. That's not so bad. All right. So we've got push up and that pull back here. And then now it's pushing up nicely again. That would have been a good trade. Change of the trend bar there. 3/4 would have made. Beautiful. Thank you. Anyway,
I need one more pullback and a continuational push up. The pullback will confirm my uh, direction
yeah,
and not break this low.
yeah. That's what you need. You need it if it does well when it does a pullback because it's inevitably what it's going to do.
Right.
It doesn't break the low. You know it's going to continue up. Well,
Exactly.
highly likely.
So if I
Okay.
get another pullback here
Yeah.
and then it starts to push up again, I'll get in on a third trade.
Oh, Tom, you beast.
And then every candle after that, I'll put it on another trade.
Hmm. Well, good. All right.
Or I should say
NZD
every break.
every break. That's right. Yeah. NZD CHF. No triangle here. Long crazy there. Days of mulling around. All right. NZD I'm in this one. We had green triangle. We had a change. Now for Darren, depends on his feed. He probably didn't get along, but I am in this one.
No, no,
Yeah.
it's not
For
that
me,
one.
for me, a long is a bit of a luxury. So
Yeah, yeah.
um, it's still got a green trend bar, but it's just not moving too much. We will see what happens on that front there, but that's okay. I think I'm in a slight. Let me just see. I'm in a slight drawdown. Yes, yeah, 5 pips or something. Rightio. NZD and USD. Oh, look at that. Green come back, there's that turtle soup job, and then off it goes. Is this is the other one you lost
Yeah.
out on,
Well,
wasn't it?
without that one candle, I'd now be
Yeah, yeah, well and
I'd have now
truly.
yeah, I'd have now reached the 3/4 line, taken partials, and the stop loss would be at break even. But unfortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah, no, not the case at the moment. That's right. All right, Singapore Japanese yen. Now this is an interesting one because um, you'll see everything else is strong against the Singapore dollar, which again now we have Singapore Japanese yen. You'll see the Singapore dollar weakening off here, and against the others, it is strengthening because the others have the first currency or the major currency to it. So again, I'm in negative on this one where it changed on the trend bar. I got in, now it's pulled back. So we will wait and see. You're in this as well, aren't you, Darren?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So candles outside long, pull back. Again, we're waiting for the turn to come back up. All right, USD CAD. It is out on the other side. We do have a green triangle.
Yeah, it needs to push down a bit further for me, that one, before I
Yeah, because it'll need to have body of candle outside.
yeah.
But for me, it's not such a big deal. But anyway, but the point I'd make is this trend bar is still red.
Yeah.
So highly possible that that'll push further down. What's some of this news? Housing states. Oh, FOMC minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Home sales. Right. Okay. USD and CHF. Again, nothing here. You can see that spike back there. Not a potential trade situation. And this is the UJ that I lost. And Darren, we got hit out with that one. That's okay. That's the life as a trader.
Yeah.
USD and Singapore. See the US dollar is strengthening on it. We do have a green triangle. So we'll see. It's like UCAD and USD and Singapore. See what happens here. No trend bar change, so I'm not in any trade for it. I'm just noticing that there's a green triangle and it potentially could push down further. But what happens is that Singapore dollar's weakened off and the US dollar is not great either, but it's enough to push it back up. Okay. Gold has pushed up again for another day a bit. Hasn't broken the high, but it's saying it wants to change. But we have a very green trend bar still. It's going to be a nice trade when it turns, Darren, isn't it?
Yeah, could be. Could be.
Oh, that's there's a bit of doubt there.
No, could be a nice trade when it turns. There's no guarantee. You might
No.
turn and then take off again, but yeah, no, it's well outside the X48 there, so I think we could see a
And
big sell-off.
silver doing its thing as well. Well, something significant, I think, will need to happen for that to occur. So we'll see. Bitcoin's still sitting around that 95. It's just languishing at the moment, just like that US is. And US oil, and that's pushed back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sort of starting to play around now, isn't it? Because we had that big drop off and a couple little pullbacks, and now it's sort of pulled back more. And but that has made 3/4. Yes.
That's yeah.
Good. All right. Now it's just free trade.
Yeah. Just waiting to see what it does next.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Well, there's nothing really significant at the moment to get into. UCAD and Singapore and gold are the only ones that have sort of got any significant. Like the AUD JPY was, but it's now back in the middle. So, and it doesn't have a triangle, so I'll just put that one back. And the CAD-J was the other one that has done a similar thing at the moment. So that one will go back to
Yeah, funny market at the moment, isn't it? Things just seem to be drifting around without really.
Yeah.
There's no sustained sort of push in either one direction or the other with anything at the moment. It's just.
And that's what uncertainty does, Darren.
Yeah.
It's just like the market goes like, well, if we don't know what's going to happen, we'll just sort of put things a bit on hold. When are these when's your steel and aluminium or aluminum or whatever you want to call it? When's this supposed to hit the market?
Don't know.
Oh, I thought there was a sort of a, and then all of the, there's a lot of listening to the Canadian uh, minister yesterday, and I've seen reports. Apparently, somewhere in the new US administration, they're looking at every country that they deal with, and if any of those countries give some sort of advantage through, well, it'll all be manufactured, but if those countries give some sort of advantage to some sector or some product within a sector, like if it's agriculture, and like there's a thing we watched a while back was the subsidies that Switzerland gives to the dairy farmers. If they didn't get the subsidy, it wouldn't be viable at all to have dairy in Switzerland. So maybe the administration might say, well, look, we're going to put tariffs on any of that milk that comes from Switzerland or any of the milk products, because it's got government subsidy on it and it can't compete. We can't compete with it because of the government subsidies. So that's just one example of they're going to go through every country and look at every product and every sector of subsidies and then whack tariffs on them because of that to protect the US industries. Interesting thing. They've already got, obviously that in the lead up to the election, they were setting all this stuff up in the background. Yeah, interesting. All right. Well, that's the pairs. Anything else that you'd like to add into so we'll wait this afternoon for RBA and see what it does to any of the AUDs or any of the pairs with AUD, particularly in there. And Darren, you and I will be watching those JPYs. Just see what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And hopefully our setups and our stop losses will work in our favour. All right. So, have you got your travel document? You're ready to move out yet, Tom, or are you just still hanging in there by the skin of your teeth?
No, I've got my travel documents ready, but I just found out that my license actually has to have a real ID logo on it for me to travel now. So now that they've changed the rules again, I have to go back to DMV and to get my license, which I literally just updated like a week ago because it's about to expire. And so now I got to go back and get the real ID, which requires my birth certificate, driver's license, and all that kind of stuff. But I can't do it while I'm here in Oregon. I have to wait to get back to California before I can do that.
Is this your passport or something? Or
No, it's driver's license now.
oh,
So now your driver's license has to match your birth certificate if you want to be able to fly from state to state here. And I thought I had it, but apparently I don't.
It's some special stamp or thing or something.
Yeah,
that
you can
goes
have a
on your
regular
license.
driver's license. You can have a regular driver's license, which is what I've got now. But if you want to
Yeah.
fly domestically, now you have to have a real ID where they check your birth certificate and things like that.
A real ID
They call
Compared-
they call it the real ID,
compared to a fake ID.
or compared to a standard ID that anybody can use. I guess I don't know. It's some jackass shit. They're looking for more money. After this, it'll be now you need the real ID. Part 2.
And this is to make sure that you're really born in the US and you're really real. And
Right.
wow.
And they're going to require a real ID a copy of your birth certificate and your passport to vote.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Mm.
90% of the people in the United States don't have that. You know who does? White people.
10%. Yeah.
So they're going to spring this on us like in a month before the next election, and then nobody's going to have a chance to get anything done.
Because there'll be no people working in the government because of DOGE.
Right. It'll take 4 years to get your information done, and by that time, this country's toast, anyways. Yeah, did you guys see where France and I think it was England?
Yeah.
No, it was Germany and France pulled emergency meetings this weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
and France said, well, they're joining South Africa because South Africa said we will no longer receive or ship any products to the United States. They just cut us out completely. And France is now saying we're going to do the exact same thing. Once South Africa did it, now France is going to do it, and then you're going to get the European nations to do it. China will do it. Mexico and Canada is already looking at it.
Yeah,
they're just gonna financially just pop us like a pimple.
Yeah, we'll see. But then, Darren, have they signed you up to go over to Ukraine yet? Because Starmer's
Fine, yeah. Like, hopefully, I'm too old, so I won't get.
Hang on a minute.
Drafted.
They could send you over to do a few drone stuff.
Yeah,
like
you could do that.
You could be a drone surveyor or something.
Yeah, good.
So the United States implemented a new law for the military saying that nobody transgender
saw that
can go into the military now. And everybody's like, well, hell then, we're all transgender. You can't take any of us. You know?
Yeah. Does it have to be on your real ID that you trans?
Which is funny because if you're transgender now, and let's say you transgendered from a male to a female, and if your birth certificate says male, not only can you not get your license renewed, you also can't vote because your names don't match. Your gender doesn't match.
So what is it when you change? You can actually change your name, can't you, by some whatever? That'll be different to your birth certificate. How's that going to work? I mean, yeah, it's always
right. So for example, if you're a woman and your birth certificate says Smith, and you got married to your husband, which is Jackson, your last name's Jackson, and your birth certificate is Smith, and you got married and you changed your name, your marriage certificate and your license will not match your birth certificate. You can't vote.
And you can't travel from state to state.
Right.
Is it also required to be able to get out of the country?
Yeah.
And back into the country?
Yeah.
Or not? Once you're out, why would you get back? Anyway.
I just need to wrap up this situation here in Oregon.
Yeah.
Get back to California, get back on track.
Democrats all seem a bit quiet at the moment, don't they? Or not.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're just. I know what they're doing. They're sitting on their hands, letting this play out, and just letting him wipe out everybody because they're going to self-implode.
Tightening the noose on the.
Yeah, you give somebody enough rope, they'll hang themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you know what? Yeah, you would. I mean, DOGE is dodgy.
Right.
So the whole thing's pretty dodgy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because they let go of all those nuclear regulatory agents.
Yeah.
And now they're struggling to get them back. They don't know how to contact them anymore.
They're all moved to Canada.
Yeah, well, the guy that got rid of them didn't know what they did, so he just fired them. He's some 19-year-old kid, didn't know what he was doing, decided he didn't know what their job was, so he fired all of them because we're American and stupid.
All right. Mm. Yes, yes. There's conspiracy and there's just downright stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. All right. Well, let's see how these couple of trades are in go, Darren. You're in a few more than I am, but that's good. Well, and we got new rules. Some of those things, as you said, stuff's just going sideways while there's all of this uncertainty. It's
Yeah.
like, oh gosh, being stuck in a country like that. Yeah. Anyway, all right, Tom. I hope that NCAD does its little things for you, and that'll be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
No worries. Well, the rest of the world is just laughing. Anyway, that's good. Let's see how it all works out. All right, take it easy, gentlemen, please.
All right.
And I'll probably notify. Well, when the rate thing happens, I'll see. It'll be my afternoon. Yeah, I should be able to notify. All right then. Until tomorrow.